Hi there, welcome to Math 071. I'm your instructor, Miss Wood. The purpose of this video is to give you an overall view of the class itself. I call it the Getting Started video to sort of help you get you pointed in the right direction and let you know how things are laid out for the course for the semester. All right, so because I am making this video ahead of the semester start, I'm not able to show you announcements, but that would be that's going to be a very crucial, critical part of the class itself. So whenever you'll see announcements down here below, get my cursor down here. We see announcements. You'd want to click on that, and each week I'll be sending you an announcement and telling you exactly how to use the material located here in your 071 class in conjunction with your Math 171 class. Of course, while this class is fully online, your Math 171 class, we meet twice a week, so you will still be seeing me each week, okay? But for the 071, this is this portion of the classes is online. Now, there are two separate classes, Math 071 and Math 171, so that means at the end of the semester you will get two separate grades. And also, you'll get two separate announcements from me each week. You could be getting an announcement from Math 071 and a math announcement from Math 171. And also, one of the very first things that you have to do for all of your classes at Cape Fear is to complete what is called an enrollment verification. And you have to complete that enrollment verification for both Math 171 and Math 071. So I'm just going to click on the one here in Math 071. It's a very simple, straightforward, multiple choice syllabus quiz here. So essentially, I'll show you where the syllabus is here in just a moment. But after you read through the syllabus and you've watched this Getting Started video, you should be in good shape to complete this syllabus quiz, which is known as your enrollment verification. I'm dangling a little bit of an extra credit here that if you will do this enrollment verification for me by Sunday, August 28th, I will add 5 points to your icebreaker assignment Math 071 and 5 points to your first homework assignment in Math 171. So I'll be doing that here at the top. My extra credit is always built in, so just always be on the lookout for it, okay? So, and be sure yes, you do have to do the enrollment verification for Math 071 as well as Math 071. You've got the enrollment verification secures your enrollment in both classes, and you can't be enrolled in just one of these classes. So if you were to get withdrawn from one class, you get withdrawn from the other class. So Math 071 and Math 171 have to be taken together. So it is imperative and important that you complete that enrollment verification by its due date. And you can see its due date there in Blackboard for you. The next thing I'm going to click on down here below is Getting Started. Put that back up for Getting Started. First thing you'll see is your course syllabus, and then you'll see your course information. That course information, you'll click over here on the ellipses, the three dots, and you'll want to download that file, and then you'll be able to click on it, and that will give you all of the information of how you're graded. That's part of the syllabus quiz itself, so I'm not going to run through that syllabus and read that to you. You don't need me to do that, but you'll just pull it up. It's a very short one here for this class, and just sort of peruse through it, and it'll tell you everything that you need and so forth for this particular class. Okay, so there's your course information. And then below that are your college policies for this academic year. Just below that is your instructor contact information. So there is a picture of myself along with information in reference to my office hours, my office phone, email, and so forth. Just a little bit about myself as well. Okay, so there is that. You can access that at any time. Another key thing that I think you'd be interested in is your course schedule. So I'll pull that up. Again, unfortunately, you have to download it, so you'll click on these ellipses over here on the right, download that file. I will pull this one up. I think it's worth talking through just a little bit. The majority of all of your unit submissions are all going to be due each Sunday by midnight. Your last call submissions, those are due in the middle of the week. They're due the Wednesday after all of the other submission dates have passed. As you can see over here, so I've got them. I've got your weeks running through basically a Sunday to Sunday, essentially a Monday to Sunday. And it's telling you each week, here's what you're working on, and then in the third column is exactly what's due. So for this first week, you're working on anything there in your Unit 1 folder. I'll be even more specific in in my announcement that I send out here at the beginning of the semester. But what is due to me this particular week is your icebreaker assignment, and I'll touch on that icebreaker assignment in just a few moments. You have below that you have your enrollment verification that you have to submit for your 071 and Math 171. You'll have that due date just below it, and then you'll just see each week. So what I'm having you do, there's 5 units in the class for Math 171, and for Math 07, Math 171 has 5 units, so Math 071 has 5 units as well. For each of those units, you'll be required to submit 2 submissions per unit. There are more assignments in each of these folders. There's more than just 2 assignments, but I am requiring you that you submit 2 of them each unit. And so they're always due by Sunday. If for whatever reason you miss that last call, you miss one of those deadlines, then you can submit late up until the last call deadline, which is always going to fall on the Wednesday of the week after the last one. It's telling you that here, right here. I've got them outlined here in blue for you. And anyway, all of your due dates, and I'll be reminding you of these due dates as we work through the course itself, but just sort of giving you a lay of the land, for example. And I'm going to get back into the class. I'm still under the getting started. I think that covers everything in there. So I'm going to close it out. Student resources and help. I'll let you click on that at your leisure. I'm going to click on Unit 1 here. In Unit 1, as well as any, I've got Unit 2 already posted as well. But there will be 5 units by the end of the semester. Inside each of these units, you will find previews, practices, and labs. With the previews and the practices, I'll click on one here. You will find a blank set of notes that go along with that video, a worked out solution key for that particular set of notes, and then a video of myself talking you through that set of notes. In order to access the files down here below, you just click on the 3 ellipses, hit download, and I'll do that also for the solution key as well. I'll download that as well. I am clicking on both of those just to open them up for you. And you will see the first one is the blank set of notes. Oh, it pulled up the solution key first. So this is the blank set of notes I talked to you about. You can either print this off if you have access to a printer. You can print this off and actually just work it out and submit it. And there are videos, I'll point them out to you in just a moment. There are videos here online that tell you how to submit and what to submit. But anyway, you can print this off, or you can just pull out a plain sheet of notebook paper and write out your answers to these problems. When it comes to, if you're going to print out on a piece of notebook paper, be sure that you title it. Tell me what assignment that you're working on. So it's reducing radicals. You don't have to write my my notes here, but if there's 5 examples, then you would work through the 5 examples showing your work. And if there's, in this particular case, there's just 2 examples, so you will have 2 examples that's where you show your work. So you can either, like I said, print it off and work it out there, or you can put it out on a plain sheet of notebook paper, and be sure you title it if you put it on a sheet of notebook paper. My recommendation is that whenever you pull up these previews and practices, that I would pull up the set of notes themselves, and I like to print it off, and so I have it printed off, and then I watch the video, and there'll be a certain point in the video where I say pause the video and now you try the rest on your own. And then that's where the solution key comes into play, because then once you see your solution key, you can see that I have shown all my work, especially down here on these last ones. I've shown all my work, and then you can check yourself and make sure that you're tracking with the material. Okay. And they work like that throughout the rest. I'll just pull up another one. Like here's another one that's a preview and for practice on slope. And so there's the video, there's the blank set of notes, and there's the worked out solution key set of notes. Okay. So, and it'll work like that for every single unit. So again, I could just pull up unit 2 just so you can see previews, practices, and labs. The only thing that would be different for a lab, for example, is that a lab is not going to have a video associated with it, because I would have already talked you through that material in class, and we would have done a lot of it, but I would have felt like you need maybe some extra practice with it, and so hence the lab. Okay. And I'll just pull this one up just so you can see it as well real quick. It's pulling it up just a little bit slower on that one to pull up. Come on. There we go. And so, just, this one's a really short one, just 4 questions there using that difference quotient. But you'll find the difference quotient is a little bit more challenging, and that extra practice can be very helpful for you. So, get back into our class here. So I've shown you, what Unit 1, Unit 2 look like. We'll come down here to graded assignments. Your very first, the first thing I have down here is a note about graded assignments. You can, because you're going to be seeing me each week in class, it is legal for you to just submit to me your Math 071 assignments in class, just as long as you do it before the due date. It's perfectly acceptable. But if you can't get it done during the week, it's always due on Sunday anyway, so you will be able to watch the videos here about how to submit in Blackboard. The very first assignment is your icebreaker assignment, and you'll see here it says first assignment. Start here. I'm going to click on it, and then you'll click over here to view assessment. And it is asking you to read through some information that is on the growth mindset. I'll show you where growth mindset is here in just a few moments, and it's giving you the due date. So most due dates are Sunday by midnight. Like I said, every due date really is Sunday by midnight. The only due dates that are on Wednesdays are if you've missed a deadline, and so that's a Wednesday, your last call deadline. Okay, but everything else is your first your it's always due on Sunday, excuse me. For this particular submission, you would be able just to come down here in the box. If you click on the box, you can start writing in. It wants you to answer these 3 questions. What do you see as your greatest strength and greatest weakness in reference to time management? And so you can just start typing away down there below. My greatest strength is blah, blah, blah. You can go to my greatest weakness and then come on down. Oh, okay, now I'm ready for number 2. And number 2, I don't know why I changed it. Number 2. There we go. Number 2, how do you plan to make time for your courses this semester? And you can just say, I plan to, and then, write out your plan, okay? And then once you're done with that, you can hit submit, and then your icebreaker assignment would be complete. And we'll X out of that. Your Unit 1 graded assignments, I will have, like I said, always a last call deadline. So you'll click on that last call deadline, and it's telling you, okay, here's your last call deadline. You do take a point reduction anytime you miss a deadline. So you are taking a point reduction. And there are videos above that tell you what to submit and how to submit. I'm not going to go through that now. I'll take up your time doing that. Your icebreaker assignment asks you to consult the growth mindset. And so this is the growth mindset is right down here below. And I believe it told you to look at academic professionalism, and it was one of them was top 11 tips for emailing your instructor. I believe another one was academic professionalism, and I need to open up. Looks like I need to open up some more things in here for your time management as well, but I will get that opened up by the time the class is open for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I will happy to assist you. I hope this helps. Thanks a lot. Bye.